Hey, it's Greg Milby, community storyteller for Kentucky's Heartland. There is my friend, the Etown City Party Planner, or her official title is City Events Coordinator Guru Extraordinaire. But her name is Sarah Vaughn, and you're out on location because I'm sure you are working your tail off getting ready for the big wine fest this weekend.
Yes, Greg, we are so excited. This is our 5th annual event. We were talking this morning. We can't believe it's already been 5 years. Time just flies, and we didn't even have to take a year off from COVID. So, if it's kind of loud back there, you can kind of see all the setup happening. I wanted folks to kind of uh, get that VIP view, if you will. This tent that's behind me is a huge 40 by 120 foot tent. And I've heard feedback over the last several years and also would totally agree that something that sets this event apart are the tents, and they create that atmosphere. They create that, this community gathering, if you will, for the event. We're in the middle of also setting up a second tent that's on the other side of that truck, and then we'll set up another one. So we have two large tasting tents that will be down here, and then we'll have a stage tent. So far, the weather's looking good. So we just want to encourage folks to get those tickets because ticket prices will go up by $5 on Saturday. If we have some available, we'll sell them at the gate. But like I said, they will be a little bit more expensive. So jump online right now, etownevents.com. There are bugs all around me. Sorry.
So, and also too, on the outside looking in here, when you talk about buying tickets early, it's just not buying them early for the reason of having them. It also helps for the planning side of it all for the wineries when they're there, so they know what kind of supply to bring. Because if you have a large amount of people that show up and buy tickets on Saturday for the event, it makes for longer lines, and it makes for the varieties of wines that are available to go down too. So it actually helps everybody to buy them early.
It really does. It helps you. It helps us. It helps the food vendors because they know what they're up against as far as food. And yes, lines is a huge part of that. So if we have wineries that was only planning on bringing one person to serve, and then they hear, hey, we've got 1,000 folks that definitely have purchased tickets. We don't know how many will be at the gate. They might go ahead and bring another couple of extra staff folks. Everyone that's involved in putting this event on has requested that I give them a final ticket count of what pre-sales have been for Friday. And that's exactly why. So get your tickets. Make sure that you're doing your part in that, because you're exactly right. That's a great point. That it helps you, it helps us, and we can be ready and prepared for you. If 700 people show up at the gate Saturday, it's gonna create. We would love it, and we welcome you, but it definitely would a bit longer lines and maybe running out of some food. We don't know. We hope not. But get those tickets by Friday. We will shut down sales probably by noon because we have to get all the lists ready and notify all the vendors and all of that. And these wineries have to stock their vans and stock their trucks and bring them down here. So that's definitely why we cut that off. We have to have plenty of time to plan. So Saturday it all opens at 5 p.m. And of course, bring your ID. We will most likely be carding you to make sure if you have a tasting ticket. But if you want to come in and you're not 21, we have $10 tickets as well. Or if you want to bring the kids with you, there's not really a lot for the kiddos to do. We have a small playground here, but they are welcome for sure. It's a great, you're still at the park. You're still at the city's park. And so, all are welcome. It's just a great night in E-Town. This event offers something completely different than any of the rest of the festival offer to our community. And you don't have to be some kind of wine guru. You don't have to even like wine to come. We have other drink options as well for you. But if you're like, I don't know, it might be worth trying some local wineries out, and Kentucky wineries. We like to talk to and get wineries to come that you can actually purchase their product in our local liquor stores, Kroger and Jono's and Packages and More and all of that, locally. Well, they're not here anymore, but you know what I mean. All of our, and so we try to get our friends that have the wineries that are somewhat close by to Elizabethtown. And of course, Water's Edge, our Elizabethtown winery. If you have not got a chance to go see them, you will get your opportunity to taste what they have in store for you on Saturday.
Well, it's going to be a great event. It's always a lot of fun. And, when you talk about not knowing a lot about wine, I do not know a ton about wine, but the fact is that those wineries will steer you in a direction. And this gives you the opportunity to really kind of find out what you like, because there's such a variety there. If you like sweets or whatever, I mean, they're going to steer you in a direction that we will kind of hone in on what you do enjoy about wines. So let's talk about the event itself, getting there. So what's the best way to get into Freeman Lake Park, and how is parking going to work for the event?
So parking will take place in the field here at the Ernie Williams Pavilion. If you're familiar with the lake, if you're not familiar with the lake, that's fine. Come in the main entrance off Blue Heron Way. Of course, there is construction, so just bring a little extra patience with you. But you'll come in off the main Blue Heron entrance, the main entrance into Freeman Lake Park, and we will guide you once you come in here. Now, the rest of the park is open, but we will have staff and signage to show you where to park. We do want folks to know, though, that parking is in a field. If you do have a handicap sticker, we do have limited handicap parking available on the asphalt. But just know that it is field type terrain. We also ask that you bring your chairs with you. We will have some picnic tables, but we do not have seating provided. COVID changed that for us last year, and it worked out tremendously. So bring your own blankets, bring your own chairs out. To set. We had folks last year that brought portable tables. It was the craziest thing. They set up. It was like they set up their own little backyard party. It was really cool. So any of that kind of stuff that you want to bring out and to enhance your night and your experience here for the Wine Fest. We are at Freeman Lake still. We are still in Etown. It's laid back. It's just a good night to celebrate being in Etown, to celebrate wine, to celebrate being able to have events, which we all missed so terribly last year, and was still able to hold the Wine Fest last year because it is socially distanced. It is outside. Masks are definitely encouraged. So if you feel more comfortable wearing one, we want you to do that most definitely. The tent is like I said earlier, it's large and spacious, as you can see in the background there. And so there's plenty of space to be separated from folks. So if you're like, ugh, we got a lot going on out here in our community with COVID, this is still a safe thing to do. So come on out, get your tickets now. It's going to be a great night. Yeah.
So what's the ticket prices again, if you get them now or wait till day of the event?
$20 from now until Friday around noon, when the ticket link will be shut down. And if you wait till Saturday, all you got to do is come on out to the lake. We can get you at the lake, at the gate, as long as we have tickets available, for $5 more. So $25. If it's a non-tasting ticket, if you're a DD, which we recommend bringing, or if you have someone that is under the age of 21, then it's a $10 ticket to get in. Live music, awesome food, great wine. Big, huge thanks to Etown Tourism, who was our primary sponsor on this. And we're going to have the Bourbon's Backyard bourbon table. So lots of awesome drinks. We got some Woodford that's going to be out here, some Makers, a little bit of Beam. You don't know what to expect out here on Saturday. It's going to be a great day. And like I said, a huge thanks to Jana and our friends over there at Etown Tourism. Without them and several other sponsors, we would not be able to have this event. So a big thanks to them.
Well, it's always a great event. It's a beautiful place to have an event, Freeman Lake Park. It's a treasure that we all enjoy, whether you're walking it, you're just sitting out there enjoying a picnic lunch, or you're hanging out at the wine festival. It's a beautiful place to have that there. So if you want more information, etownevents.com. That's where you can go get those tickets and get that information as well. Sarah, thanks for the time, and I'll let you get back to hammering those poles or whatever you're doing to hang up that tent.
Yeah, I did that one all by myself back there. So,
by the way, kudos to you for holding your phone during this entire interview. You have 4 arms of steel.
It's my arms are cramping a little bit. I'm just hoping that no one is, a little nauseous from the shaking. So sorry about that.
There you go. Just look for her. She's got the Papa arms on Saturday. She's Sarah Vaughn, Etown City Events Coordinator. I'm Greg Milby, Community Storyteller, and this is Kentucky's Heartland.